Welcome to another deep dive. We're going to be talking all about running today, our inspiration, rockingultra.com.
They have a great blog.
Oh yeah, they have articles for
Yeah,
every kind of runner,
from beginners.
all the way up to those crazy ultra marathoners.
And by the way, just so you know, we're AI voices, summarizing all that good stuff.
But hey, if you want to get the full story,
You can always check out their blog,
rockingultra.com.
or even grab one of their books.
Yeah, they've got those on Amazon.
rockingultra.com is cool because they don't just focus on the physical training and stuff.
Yeah, it's not all about how far or how fast.
Right. They're all about that mental game, too.
Finding that balance.
Exactly. And that balance, it's something you really see with this runner, Nedd Brockmann, young Australian guy.
Making a real difference.
Totally. And that's what we're going to dive into today, his story.
And how it connects to some of the big ideas on rockingultra.com.
See, Nedd's journey, it's about more than just him, you know.
Oh, for sure.
He's using running to tackle this huge problem, homelessness.
It's awesome. His story, it starts in Forbes, New South Wales.
Small town.
Yeah. And then he moves to Sydney for this electrician apprenticeship.
Big city life.
And he's just blown away by how much homelessness there is.
Really shook him up.
And that's what got him started. Led to some pretty unbelievable stuff.
You know, that's something rockingultra.com talks about a lot. Running as a way to grow.
As a person.
Yeah, and to make a real impact on the world. Nedd, he didn't just want to, break records.
You want to change things.
Exactly.
And change things he did. In 2022, he was just 23 years old.
That's so young.
And he ran across Australia.
The whole thing.
From Cotslow Beach in Perth all the way to Bondi Beach in Sydney. 3,952 kilometers.
Wait, how many miles is that?
It's like 2,455 miles.
That's insane.
It's like running 2 marathons every single day for 47 days straight.
Wow. Think about how strong you have to be mentally to do that.
Pushing through the pain, the exhaustion, all the stuff that comes up.
All those things, they're what any runner can relate to, even if you're not running across a whole country.
Oh yeah, like when you're just trying to make it to the end of your block.
Exactly. And that's where rockingultra.com comes in.
They have so much good info.
They've got articles on preventing injuries, building mental toughness, dealing with discomfort.
All stuff that would be super helpful for someone like Nedd.
Oh, definitely. Imagine all the physical and mental stress he's under. Those strategies, they're like gold.
When I was reading about Nug's experience, it made me think about those rockingultra.com articles on, fueling your body for these long runs.
Oh, yeah.
And dealing with sleep deprivation. Staying motivated when things get tough.
Those are good for everyone, not just runners.
They're life lessons.
Totally. And don't forget, all those physical challenges, they're impressive. But Nedd's impact goes way beyond that.
Oh, yeah.
During that run, he raised a ton of money for homelessness organizations, like 1.47 million Australian dollars.
That's almost $1 million US.
Incredible. And the support he got. Unbelievable. Over 10,000 people showed up to welcome him at Bondi Beach.
Can you imagine that scene? So many people.
It really shows you how running can bring everyone together for a good cause.
Nedd's story, it's not just about being a great athlete. It's about the power we all have to make a difference.
Exactly.
And Nedd, he's got this saying.
Very good.
He says, every step is an opportunity to make a difference.
Yeah, I love that. It reminds me of what rockingultra.com always says about mindful running.
Finding purpose in every run.
Even your everyday runs, not just the big ones.
It's about being present.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's really cool how he's not just out there running.
Right.
He's really working to get other people involved, too, using his platform.
To make people more aware and to raise money.
Yeah, for those organizations fighting homelessness.
And it's not just about the big runs like across Australia either.
No, definitely not.
Nedd's message is every step is an opportunity to make a difference. Which reminds me so much of what rockingultra.com says about mindful running.
Totally.
They have all these articles about adding intention to your training.
Oh, yeah, like using your run as a meditation.
Right, or finding ways to give back to your community through running.
It's like realizing that running can be way more than just exercise.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It can help you grow as a person. It can be a way to make a change in the world.
And even a way to connect with something bigger than yourself. I bet that's something that a lot of runners, especially those who follow rockingultra.com, can really relate to.
I think so, too.
It's like running gives you this sense of purpose.
Yeah.
That turns it from just a hobby into a whole way of life.
Definitely. And speaking of purpose, let's talk about Nedd's documentary.
Oh, yeah, Nedd Brockmann, Run.
That's the one. It shows his whole journey across Australia.
I haven't had a chance to see it yet.
Oh, you should.
Yeah.
It's not just about like the physical challenges, it
Yeah.
shows you the emotional and mental side of things too.
I've heard it's really powerful.
It really gives you a feel for all the highs and lows of something that big.
Yeah.
And it reminds you that even incredible things happen one step at a time.
So true. And that message fits right in with rockingultra.com's philosophy, too.
For sure, they've got articles about setting goals that you can actually reach,
Right.
breaking down big challenges into smaller steps.
Making them less overwhelming.
Yeah, and celebrating the progress you make along the way.
Instead of just focusing on the finish line.
Right. It's all about enjoying the journey and learning from every experience.
I bet watching that journey unfold in the documentary,
Yeah.
seeing those moments of vulnerability and success, it must be super inspiring.
For other runners, definitely.
Yeah, it shows them that even these crazy challenges are possible.
With the right mindset.
And the right support.
Speaking of support systems, rockingultra.com is big on the whole community aspect of running.
Makes sense.
They have articles on finding running buddies, joining running clubs.
Getting involved.
Yeah, even connecting with online groups for motivation and encouragement.
That community feeling is so important when you're taking on something tough.
Oh, absolutely. Knowing that you've got people cheering you on, giving advice, sharing the journey with you.
Yeah, it can make a world of difference.
And you can see that in Nedd's story, too.
Oh, yeah.
He had an amazing support crew and this huge online following.
All those people rooting for him.
Every step of the way.
It's really awesome how social media can connect people.
Who share a passion.
Yeah, and create that strong sense of community.
Rockingultra.com is always highlighting inspiring runners and their stories.
Yeah.
I bet they've featured Nedd and his incredible journey on their website.
Oh, for sure.
I think it's so important for runners to see real people.
Doing amazing things.
Yeah, pushing their limits and achieving things they never thought possible.
Gives them something to aim for.
Reminds them that anything is possible if you're determined and believe in yourself.
And it's not just about these huge, epic challenges either.
Right.
rockingultra.com says that same determination, that perseverance, that self-belief, it can help you reach any goal.
Whether it's your first 5K or qualifying for the Boston Marathon.
It's all about tapping into that drive inside you,
And using it to keep moving forward.
no matter where you are on your running journey.
So we've talked a lot about Nedd's incredible achievements and his passion for fighting homelessness.
Yeah.
But let's switch gears for a minute.
Okay.
What can we learn from his story on a more personal level?
That's a great question, because not everyone's going to run across Australia or write best-selling books.
Right.
But there are still important lessons we can take away from Nedd's experience.
And use them in our own lives.
Exactly, like rockingultra.com always talks about setting goals,
Oh, yeah.
having a clear vision of what you want to achieve.
Nedd's story is the perfect example.
He set this huge goal, and even with all the challenges,
He never gave up on it.
never lost sight of that vision.
And it wasn't just about him being successful,
Mm.
It was about making a real difference in the world.
I think that's something we can all strive for.
Finding something bigger than ourselves.
Yeah, and using what we're passionate about.
To make a positive impact.
It doesn't have to be something huge either.
No, definitely not.
rockingultra.com encourages runners to find ways to give back to their communities,
In any way they can.
like volunteering at races,
Yeah,
donating to charities, or even just being supportive in their running groups.
those little acts of kindness, they can have a big impact.
Yeah, both for the people you're helping and for how you feel about yourself.
That sense of fulfillment, it's something rockingultra.com talks about a lot too.
They're all about that balance.
Yeah, challenging yourself, but also enjoying what you're doing.
It's about running for the right reasons.
Whether it's for fitness or stress relief or connecting with people or all of the above,
It's about having a healthy relationship with running.
where it makes your life better instead of taking over.
That's where rockingultra.com's advice can really come in handy.
Totally. They have tips on setting realistic goals, listening to your body, and finding that sweet spot where you're pushing yourself but not too hard.
It's important to remember that running is a journey,
Not just a destination.
and that journey should be enjoyable and meaningful.
And make you feel good about yourself.
You know, one thing that really stood out to me about Nedd's story
What's that?
was his resilience.
Yeah.
He went through so much physically and mentally,
Yeah.
but he never quit. He just kept pushing forward, even when it got really tough.
That's such a crucial quality for any runner, especially those who are going after big goals.
I think it's something we can all learn from, whether we run or not.
Definitely life throws curveballs at everyone.
And it's important to have that inner strength.
Yeah, to keep going even when things get hard.
It's not about being perfect or never feeling doubt or getting discouraged.
It's about recognizing those feelings, working through them, and then finding a way to move forward.
RockingUltra.com is big on the idea of self-care
Yeah.
and having a good balance in your life.
That means taking rest days when you need them, fueling your body right, and paying attention to your mental and emotional health.
It's about understanding that taking care of yourself isn't weak.
It's actually super important if you want to reach your goals and have a fulfilling life.
And I think Ned gets that.
Yeah.
He obviously loves running and making a difference,
But he also seems to know his limits.
and how important it is to take care of himself.
I agree. He's not afraid to talk about the tough stuff,
The challenges he's faced.
both physically and mentally, and I think that makes him even more relatable and inspiring to people.
It shows that even those who achieve amazing things are still human.
They feel pain, they have doubts, they face setbacks, but they find a way to overcome those challenges and come out even stronger.
And that message that really connects with RockingUltra.com's whole philosophy.
It's about embracing every part of running.
The good and the bad, the victories and the setbacks.
Yeah, it's all part of the experience, and that experience is what makes it all worthwhile.
I love that it's not just about crossing the finish line.
Right.
Right? It's about growing as a person, connecting with others, making a difference along the way.
Exactly, and that's what makes Ned's story so inspiring.
He's not just running for himself.
He's running for a cause, he's running to motivate other people, he's running to make the world a better place.
And that's a really powerful message for anyone who's ever put on their running shoes
Yeah.
and hit the pavement with a sense of purpose.
It reminds us that running can be so much more than just exercise.
It can be a force for positive change, a way to grow as a person, and a way to connect with something bigger than ourselves.
And that's definitely something worth celebrating.
Ned's story is like the perfect example of what RockingUltra.com is all about.
Finding your why for running, figuring out what drives you. Is it a personal goal? Like, do you want to get faster or run farther? Or is it about giving back? Or maybe it's just the feeling of moving your body.
Yeah, and his story shows just how powerful having a clear why can be. And speaking of impact, his stories reached way beyond the running world. He wrote those 2 bestsellers, Showing Up and Fire Up,
Oh, yeah, those are great.
talking about resilience and purpose and achieving amazing things.
And you know, those themes, they fit right in with what rockingultra.com is all about. They dig deep into mental toughness, setting goals, overcoming obstacles, all stuff that Ned probably talks about in his books. I think they even have a book on Amazon about, like, training your mind for running.
It makes you think maybe Ned gained some of his ideas from RockingUltra.com while he was training or writing. But either way, his message is connecting with people, not just runners.
For sure. It's like his story shows what humans are capable of, overcoming obstacles and doing incredible things. Like, we all have that potential inside us, whether we're running or just living life.
And that brings us back to you listening right now. What really stuck with you about Ned's story? What can you take away from it?
Maybe it's that reminder that every step counts. Like, even the small ones can add up to something bigger. Or maybe it's about being resilient and having a strong why to keep you going.
Ned's story, it really captures the essence of RockingUltra.com. Running, it can help you grow as a person. It can make a difference in the world. And it can help you achieve amazing things. And hey, just remember, we're AI voices summarizing all this awesome content.
If you want to dive deeper into those strategies and techniques, those inspiring stories, the stuff that fuels Ned's journey, head over to rockingultra.com or check out their books on Amazon.
So to wrap up our deep dive, let's leave you with a question inspired by Ned. What's one step you can take today, whether in your running or your life, to make a positive impact? It doesn't have to be huge.
Remember, even little things can create ripples of change. Keep running, keep dreaming, and keep working to make a difference, one step at a time.
And until next time, keep exploring this amazing world of running and all the ways it can make your life richer, both on and off the track. Don't forget to check out rockingultra.com. We're just AI voices, but they're the real deal.